Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very gloomy day, but that's okay because tomorrow is my big brother's birthday and that's what we're doing today. We're going to make a beautiful marble pistachio cake and my mom's going to teach us again to make this beautiful cake. Go ahead and smash that like button and let's get straight into the video.
And here we go, we're going to start making the cake. So we're going to take our super moist cake yellow Betty Crocker mix and we're going to put that into the bowl. We cut that ahead of time since we had trouble cutting last time. We're going to put that into the bowl and get all of kind of the flour mix out. Awesome, and then we got to recycle this if we can. The next thing we're going to do is put in our pistachio jello. We add that into the mix.
Jello pudding mix.
Yes.
Oh, it smells so good. There we go.
I'll throw this in here too. Then it's, if you remember, it's a half cup of 4 things, but we're not going to put that in yet. So the first half cup is our oil.
Vegetable oil.
The next half cup is orange juice. So a half a cup orange juice. I try to do the pulp free if we can. And then we're going to do a half a cup of water. And then we're going to crack our eggs.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and start cracking those. I always do one by one just to make sure.
I'm kind of experienced, so I just put it right into the mix. Awesome. Got a couple of those pieces of egg in there. Perfect. Maybe one little more. We'll grab that out. I like to do it with a spoon. Sometimes it's easier to pull it to the side if you get one little mix out. Okay, so we're going to put those all in there. And the next thing we're going to do is actually mix it together. So we're going to still reserve this half a cup of Hershey's chocolate. So we're going to go ahead and put this on, I like to put it on the lowest setting first until it starts to mix up. So first thing to do is don't put it on the top, but dip it all the way in before you start it on the lowest speed. That way all the powder and the mix doesn't fly out all over the place on you. And the cake turns green because of the pistachio pudding. So you know it's looking good. And then I do go and get me a spatula so that I can scrape all the sides to make sure all of the flour is mixed in together. Perfect. That was good all the way around. All right. So we'll continue for a few more seconds here, making sure that's all good. How does it smell? Smell good, Aiden?
Yeah, it actually does.
I know, it's not even baked yet.
Smells like pistachio.
Aiden's behind the camera, the other brother. All right, so we're going to slowly lift this up so that we get all of the mix in. So I just like to kind of plop it in my sink. And the next thing we're going to do is put it into this really pretty little pan. But we have a couple more steps to do. So this is a bundt pan. And the first thing we're going to do is actually spray the pan. Then you want to get out another spoon in the...
Sure.
Just any old spoon. We're going to put pan around the sides to make sure this cake will come out of the oven appropriately without sticking to the sides. And then we're going to take just a little bit of flour to cover all of the sides to make sure that the cake won't stick. So I just take a spoon and just kind of pop it around the sides. But then there's a trick after that. Because we don't want so much and we want to spread it to all the little nooks and crannies. So we kind of take it and tap it. And you can see how it's starting to coat the entire pan. Sometimes you have leftover and you can just dump it into the sink if it's too much. Sometimes you don't have enough and you can always add more. So it's an easy process. You want to make sure that that middle section gets, which is a little bit more tricky on this kind of a pan. But just kind of keep tapping it and moving it around. You'll end up having all the sides appropriate filled in. So I like to make sure that middle section comes out really nice and pretty. So I'll actually put a little bit of the flour right on it just to make sure it sticks, because it's harder to keep it on in that middle section. And then we're going to tap out all of the excess.
Personally, this is my favorite cake to make. I mean, it smells delicious, it tastes delicious right at the end. You guys will enjoy this cake.
So there's our fully floured. Okay, now we're going to put in only about half of all of this. Only half, because then we get to add the special ingredient, which is what?
The chocolate sauce.
Exactly. So you just put it in about half. There's no measuring here. I like to have a lot of chocolate in mine. So the next thing we're going to do is take the chocolate, and you can then mix this all in. Let's get all of it out of the cup. It's my favorite part, making sure it all gets in there.
Now we put that only half because once we mix this up, it'll make that marble effect once it cooks.
Right, because the chocolate makes it actually heavier, so it sinks to the middle piece of the actual cake. So we're going to mix up the chocolate all together so that that will be completely a chocolatey mix.
Yeah.
This is my favorite part.
Look at that. Look at all that marble effect already.
And that's what the cake's going to kind of look like, but it'll actually be in the center section.
Oh, it smells so good.
Gonna mix it all in.
I just wish I could eat it, but we don't want to eat raw eggs.
Nope, we want to first cook it.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to just do a swipe around the sides to make sure all of it's in. Even all the way in the top.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. I get all that batter looking like it's chocolatey. Pretty good. I think we're in good shape. All right, we're gonna still use this because we're gonna make sure it all comes out at the end as well. So you want to hold the pan underneath on top here.
Yes.
And here we're gonna go and dump it around the circle. And again, it doesn't really matter. Just kind of dump it around. And this is where the heavy part comes in because it's a big bowl. We want to make sure we get all of the cake mix in.
I can already smell the mix of chocolate and pistachio. It smells
Yep.
so good.
All right, there we go. So we're going to then put this into a preheated oven. And what's it going to bake at? Do you know?
350 degrees Fahrenheit.
You got it, 350 degrees. So let's take it on over. I'll put it in, but I'll open the oven for you. And it will bake in the oven for 1 hour.
1 hour.
So we set the timer for 1 hour.
And we'll see you guys when the cake is done. Alright, so we are back. The cake is almost ready. We're going to check if it is ready with this little tool. Here you go, Mom.
Alrighty. And it came out clean, so it is ready.
Alrighty.
If you want to close the oven
Yes,
door.
of course.
This is the way the cake looks. It's going to need to cool off for a good 10 minutes. We'll flip it over and we won't cut into it today. We're going to have to wait till tomorrow to see what it looks like in the middle, since tomorrow is Ryan's birthday.
Alright, so we'll see you guys once this is all cooled off. Alright, this is the final result of the marble pistachio cake. Thank you guys for watching, and just to make it a little prettier and taste a little better, we like to sprinkle a little powdered sugar on top. So go ahead and smash that like button. Please subscribe and turn on post notifications to see all of our new videos every weekend. Bye!